Now, this is where I'm going to stop and say, if you have follow-up questions, you can raise your hand. You can also use the cards on your table, and we will continue to get these through this event. All right, lightning round. I'd like to know from each of you in a very short answer if you support the idea of councilmanic privilege. And I know this is a very educated group, but councilmanic privilege, the idea that a council person, district council person, has control over development in that district. Do you support it, and why or why not? We'll start with you, Mr. Jones.
Well, I think I would change it. I support it to a degree. I would like to see something like a 60-40 split, where you have maybe 40% of the residents having a say in what happens, whether it's zoning, whether that's issues of development. And I think that's key because there are problems now in the councilmanic district, I think, because folks have felt like they really didn't have an opportunity to have a say.
The lightning round.
So I would say, as I wrap up, that really a 60-40 split, 60% because I think there's some things the councilperson may have privy to in terms of some knowledge that a resident would not. But I think having that 60-40 split would ensure that the two would have to come together and make some compromise.
Councilwoman Tasco.
Well, I'm not sure that the city council representative controls the zoning in the district or the development. What we do is we work with the community to determine what will happen in the community. The zoning board controls what happens in terms of zoning. If we have to convey land to a developer in our district, we work very closely with the community on trying to determine what the development will look like, what benefit it will be to the community. And then it's the community, the way I've operated it with Ms. Marion Johnson representing my district before the zoning board, is that there's always community input before we make any decision on zoning.
And do you support the way that it is working now, or would you change it?
There are some parts of the zoning code that need to be revamped. And as you look at how some issues are raised around zoning, we do need to change the zoning code, but you have to change it in a holistic way. There's a ballot issue that says that we will have a zoning commission that will take a look at the zoning code. We will each have a representative on the zoning commission to determine what those changes would be. And so sometimes the zoning code works against the community as well, and the neighbors in the community. So I will be looking at the report that is developed by this commission, and I will have a representative on that commission to bring forth the issues that we haven't had to address in my district.
I'm sorry to press, but does that mean you support the effort to rethink the zoning code in a large systemic way?
Yes, it is a ballot issue. I voted for it in City Council after amending it so that Council and the Commission could have dialogue after the meeting was done.
Okay,
so,
thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I support that.
Okay, Mr. Hankins.
Well, actually, I support what she said, you know. You know what? I don't think the problem is the current structure of City Council. Those people who set up City Council, I think they had vision. I think what happened over the years is that we, the people, have allowed City Council to move away from their job responsibilities. That's why we have the councilman at large and the district council. I think the district council person need to have, say so in their districts. But I also think that the people need to make sure that they're accountable to them.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, let's move on a little bit. Although if we want to come back to development, seeing as it's very important.